Which areas do you think are right now have a good potential for growth?
For the future?
Yes.
Okay, because the hot areas now are the areas that we know, like Medan, the Palm, Marina. This is currently the hot areas. But the future, I see it. I don't know why I have so much confidence in Jebel Ali area. You have the largest airport, the largest port, logistic hub, connected to Abu Dhabi, close to entertainment hub, close to all the activities, and it's a major strategic geography of Dubai that's going to be the future. So I think Jebel Ali has a great potential as an area, and I think the prices there are still very affordable for people. Even if you think you are too late to the real estate game in Dubai, you still can get good prices in that area.
What can you buy there? Like
plot for villa. So it was at COVID
Jebel
time.
Ali Hills?
Yeah, it was 60 dirhams per square foot at the time of COVID.
I love these plots.
Then it became 100, 120. A few days ago, I heard it's 150.
It is 150 now, yeah. 1.4.
Yeah.
But I love these plots. Yeah, and I'm thinking as well it's a very good opportunity to buy.
Yeah.
And I don't know what is the laws there for how long you cannot you can keep it.
You can
as
keep it. You will pay service charge because now
you keep it for
when it's the right time to build. But 100 dirhams there, 100 dirhams per square foot in Dubai is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Actually, till recently, I'm talking about like 4 months ago. It was 100 dirham per square foot. Today, after the Palm Jebel Ali was announced, on this side, you have the other side. So I think there is a strategy that some people use, that they invest in prime location at the crisis time, so this will appreciate for sure, or buy in very remote areas that you think with the time, if you don't need that money, this will double. So I have very good confidence in that part of Dubai. It's definitely going to be the future.
And this, well, I assume you have a plot there. Will you develop?
I was offered 160 dirham per square foot.
Will you develop something there, or you will keep it as a land?
Yeah, I will.
We need to discuss that after the podcast, because I'm Jebel Ali Hills, right?
Yeah.
I think this is the area where there is a big potential. Besides Jebel Ali, is there any other areas? Maybe with the lower entry level
all
prices?
The projects now on the road to Al Ain Road. Now we see some of projects. Amar recently launched Oasis. So I think these projects also, Nashama projects. If you go to Nashama area, by the way, I really like it. People love it. Family destination. So I think, overall Dubai, anywhere in Dubai, if someone calls you and say, let's meet, how much you tell him you need time? If you can move now, half an hour.
Half an hour, yeah.
Maximum.
Anyway, yeah.
40 minutes. So it's a city that's the longest trip is maximum 1 hour. So everything is reachable. And I think if you are late to the game and you want to buy to live in, it's not too late. But if you want to be a speculator, which I don't recommend, a lot of people may buy off plan today with an aim of that will double and so on. Maybe they will have their finger burned, because you never know when is the slowdown will start. I mean, no market can continue to skyrocket forever. So I think it all goes back to what's your investment strategy and why you're investing. Are you an end user? You want to live there? You want to save the cost of rental, because rental are going increasing everywhere. So everyone who stayed in Dubai more than 2 years or 3 years, I tell them, please do calculations. It always make more sense to buy than to rent. Yes, you may say, I'm not sure if my job is going to be a long-term job. Well, look, this is a market of opportunities. You lose a job today, you find another job. Build your business, do a business. So overall, I think home ownership will increase in Dubai.
What the government can do to increase it?
Well, see, the government believe in the free market. That whatever there's a demand for, developers will build. And the government, 70% of supply is coming from government developers. So Emaar now see that we should build affordable. They're building affordable. Before, Emaar was only about luxury. Nakhil, other developers, Wasl, all government developers, they have affordable segments within their projects. They give payment plan. You don't need to go through banking system. So there's several stuff that government developers are doing. However, if you're talking about what the government will do in terms of making people feel more secure to buy real estate, well, now I give you a long-term residency if you buy a real estate. If you buy 750,000 dirham, you guarantee that you will stay in Dubai forever, even if you don't have a job, right?
Yeah.
Because this is 2 years. If you buy 1 million dirham and above, 1 million dirham equity, and you are 55 years old, you get 5 years residency. If you buy 2 million, even if it's off plan, you get 10 years. So people now investing in real estate is not only an asset for you and your kids and the future of your kids. It's also a peace of mind that you will get a golden visa. And the good thing about golden visa, you can travel, come back whenever you want. So you have an ownership in this city. You are what we call citizen by choice. Mm-hmm. You've chosen to be here. You've chosen to be part of this. So real estate is, and also you're saving from rental, because rental is going up. I've seen a lot of people
Same as interest rate.
Yeah.
It's going up as well.
Yeah.
But what you said, the residency and other stuff, it helps, in my opinion, to attract more foreign investors, but to increase home ownership in Dubai of the people who are working here. Let's say you are the manager in some company, you are getting some salary, I don't know how much. Is there any plan to help them to buy more by providing more affordable mortgages, or maybe reducing the down payments, or it's not in the agenda of the government, or this is something that central bank do, not the land department?
Yeah. Well, actually, the central bank has a big role, and the banking system here, because at the end of the day, before financial crisis 2008, we used to have a high LTV, loan to value, up to 90% sometimes, and even 95%. But then when the banking sector got hit by the 2008 recession, it was a global, it reached us here. So they found out that the lending practices needed revision, and that's why the central bank had lowered LTV, and it can go now up to 85% and 80%, depending if you're local or non-local. So this is 15% to 20% down payment.
25.
Yeah.
No.
And it can go to 75% LTV, which is 25. Mm-hmm. However, the issue here is not about the LTV. It's the valuation. Now, the banks, when they value your property, you're buying it at 1 million, but they do valuation, they may tell you it's 900 or 850. So they're giving you LTV based on that lower number, mm-hmm. which will increase your down payment. So what I think the payment plan that developers are doing is a good action to help with home ownership. You know, because...
Do you know how it changed in the last 4 months, let's say, with Emaar? Before it was like 60-40, now it's 90-10.
Yeah.
So it like kind of looks like Emaar is like making it a bit more complicated. But yeah, we'll see how it...
You know, I don't like to comment on what developers are doing. I'm sure they study it commercially. But I think developers like Emaar, who has done great salt, and they're one of the leaders of the market, they know that there is a risk of long payment plan.
Yeah.
And by providing payment plan, you act like a bank. And there's so much risk in that, of default, non-payment, and so on. So I think that's a smart decision in a way, because it reduces the risk on Emaar. And still Emaar and Nakhil and all those government developers are good quality developers, and they've sold a lot of properties. So cash for them was not an issue and is not an issue. However, if there is any correction in the market, or if there is any slowdown, you already get 90%. So you guarantee that this guy will pay the 10% and take the property. However, if you give them 10% and then 90 on delivery, or 80 or 70, well, there's a probability if the prices go down then maybe such an investor will not have access to finance, or maybe say, okay, I will forego the 20%, I don't want it, and I'm not going to pay. So that will also endanger the whole project. It may not be completed on time because half of the investor may decide not to pay. So, it's more about risk return. So I don't know. This is my personal opinion. I'm not like giving any official opinion on what the developers are doing, but I think we need
it makes
to
sense from
study
a financial point of view. It attracts more holders, not people who want to flip.